Hey drone technology fans, Bill here. Autel Robotics X-Star Premium, my first drone. We'll take a look back coming right up. Hey drone technology fans, Bill here. Many of you are aware of that the Autel Robotics X-Star Premium was my first drone. I purchased it in late December of 2016, right after the end of Christmas, and it was over the Christmas holiday that I first flew the Autel Robotics X-Star Premium. Wanted to go ahead and we're going to show a clip from that, but also wanted to go over some things first, why I ended up purchasing the Autel Robotics X-Star Premium, and just some thoughts after the video. So we'll get into it. The first reason that I looked at it, I did read the reviews thoroughly on Amazon, and one of the things that did impress me was the build quality, and that's something that time and time again, a number of those reviews did come out and mention how solid that was. The controller, the feel of the controller, the drone itself was just very, very, very solid. Another thing that impressed me as well too is that it shipped with, I think, one of the best cases I've ever seen a drone ship with. The X-Star Premium came in a hard-sided case with styrofoam in it, with perfect cutouts for the drone itself, for batteries, for propellers, for the controller. It was fantastic. Of course, it wasn't small because, you know, the X-Star Premium wasn't a small drone, but that protected it so well. I could not have been more impressed with that. Another one of the things that I checked out before I went ahead and purchased the drone was Autel had excellent tutorial videos set up on their channel. You know, at this point in time, I was not aware that there were a lot of people out there who were doing drone reviews at that point in time and putting out tutorials. So I was dependent upon Autel, and they did have some excellent starter tutorials to help me get ready in terms for my first flight. One of the other things, and this was probably the overriding thing for me to go ahead and sway me to get the Autel Robotics X-Star Premium, was their customer service. Almost every single review on Amazon stated what outstanding customer service Autel had. And one of the things that I can tell you was I did have to engage them several times, and everybody's right. Their customer service was outstanding. They bent over backwards to take care of me in a couple of situations, which it just absolutely blew me away. Cannot say enough about that. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and roll this first clip. It's from my very first flight. Now, some of the things, you know, you're going to, after I'm done with the clip, I'm going to go over several things that I don't know if you'll be able to notice or not during the clip. So let's go ahead and roll it. Right, that was my very first flight with a drone ever. A couple of things that I want to start off right off the bat was, the very first thing was turning on the video. As you can see, it wasn't until I was a few feet off the ground until the video came on, because like I thought, you know, I thought this happened automatically. I thought there wasn't anything I needed to do. So I did learn very quickly what that button was for. So as soon as I got the drone calibrated the compass, I turned the video on. And that was another thing, calibrating the compass. Being new to drones, that was something that got drilled into me from the start. And you know, my wife was looking at me and said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm calibrating the compass." And it's something that I found to this very day, that's a safety habit that you want to get into. Regardless of the type of drone you have, whether or not you have an Autel drone, a DJI drone, a Parrot drone, a Unique drone, you want to calibrate the compass. I can't emphasize enough how much you need to do that. That will really make a difference in terms of your location accuracy, your flying. You know, I can't say enough about that. One of the other things that I don't think you were able to note was the return to home feature that I used on the X-Star Premium. I noticed when I hit that, it was going up higher in the sky, and I had absolutely no idea why. I was panicking, like, what's wrong? What did I do wrong? But then, you know, it hovered over the spot, and then it came down over pretty much right where I took off from. Of course, at that point, I didn't have a landing pad. I hadn't purchased a landing pad yet, and it came very close to where I set it down to take it off from. So, you know, that was some things, some initial impressions from my very first flight. But for my time with Autel, again, you know, the thing that really impressed me, the two big things, was the build quality, the hardware, the physical drone itself, the case, the propellers, everything that came with it. You were basically ready to fly. With the exception of a tablet. The controller was solid, the feel on it, the fit, the finish, everything. I couldn't say enough about that. And their customer support. Was outstanding. You know, their availability was almost, you know, it felt like it was all the time. And I do know from what I've seen, they've been open holidays as well too, because of course, you know, you're buying a drone during a holiday. You want to be able to get that question answered, and they were there for that. So that's some impressions from my time with the X-Star Premium. I absolutely loved it. Autel's a great company. I'm hoping that with the Evo, when it comes out, and it's going to be coming out very soon, that their pain point that I know for a lot of X-Star Premium owners was software and the software updates. I'm hoping that's changed with the Evo. I'm hoping that it's easier. I'm hoping that they get them out sooner, because I think that's a very critical function to be able to do that, is to be able to get those software updates out, because it will definitely change how your flying experience is. If you like the content from today's video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and tell others about our channel. Also, be sure to check out my Facebook page, where I do post updates regarding the drone industry, and also my blog, where all these videos get posted out there as well. Thanks so much for watching, and happy flying!